long walk by mothers, it started with a dare, 3 friends, 1 forgotten road, and a walk that should have taken 20 minutes, but stretched into something far longer. The old logging trail behind Ashford Hollow had been closed for decades. Locals said it was cursed, that people who walked it at night never came back the same. Some never came back at all, but that didn't stop Mason, Tyler, and Jess from heading out just after midnight, flashlights in hand, phones charged, and nerves buzzing with adrenaline. They laughed at the warnings, urban legends, small-town paranoia. The kind of stories people told to keep kids from wandering too far. The trail was overgrown, but passable. Trees leaned in like eavesdroppers. The air was damp, heavy with the scent of moss and rot. Every step crunched with brittle leaves and twigs. The forest swallowed sound, even their jokes felt muffled. 10 minutes in, Jess checked her phone. No signal. Expected, Mason said. "We're in the middle of nowhere," Tyler grinned. Perfect place for a horror movie. They kept walking. 15 minutes passed. Then 20. Then 30. The trail didn't end. It didn't curve. It didn't split. It just stretched forward, impossibly straight, like a corridor carved through the woods. "Shouldn't we be close to the old mill by now?" Jess asked. Mason frowned. "Yeah, it's only a mile from the entrance." Tyler stopped. "Guys, look behind us." They turned. The trail behind them was gone, not overgrown, not hidden. Gone, only trees. Dense, impenetrable. Jess spun around. No, we came from there. I remember that stump. That rock." Mason stepped forward, pushing through the underbrush. It didn't give. Branches snapped back like elastic. Thorns tore at his jacket. "We're not lost," he said. "We just missed a turn." There was no turn, Tyler whispered. They walked faster. The forest grew darker. Their flashlights flickered. Batteries full, but the beams dimmed like something was feeding off the light. Then came the sounds, not animals, not wind, footsteps. Behind them, beside them, above them, but never visible. Tyler swore he saw something move between the trees. A shape, tall, thin, watching. Jess began to cry. Mason tried to stay calm. "We just need to keep walking. The trail has to end," but it didn't. Hours passed. Their phones died. Their flashlights failed. And the trail kept going. They stopped to rest. Jess curled up against a tree, shivering. Tyler paced. Mason stared down the path, eyes wide, unblinking. Then Tyler screamed. Jess jumped. Mason spun. Tyler was gone. No sound, no struggle, just gone. They called his name. Ran back and forth, nothing. Then Jess saw it, a figure, at the edge of the trail, pale, faceless. Wearing Tyler's hoodie, it raised a hand and waved. Mason grabbed Jess and ran. The trail twisted now, bent in impossible angles. Trees leaned closer. Whispers filled the air, not words, just hunger. They ran until their legs gave out. Then Jess vanished. One blink and she was gone. Mason was alone. He kept walking. The trail narrowed. Trees pressed in. The air thinned. Then he saw the cabin. Old, rotten, half swallowed by vines. He stepped inside. Inside was a mirror, cracked, tall, and in it he saw himself. But older, hollow-eyed, smiling. The reflection raised a hand and waved. Mason screamed. The mirror shattered. And the trail began again. Behind him, ahead of him, endless. He walked and walked and walked, and somewhere deep in the forest, the trail waits. For the next dare, for the next fool, for the next long walk.